Hi everyone, welcome to this Diablo Immortal video. So this is really exciting. Diablo Immortal has crossed over with Hearthstone, the digital collectible card game by Blizzard Entertainment. It's really cool because I used to play Hearthstone when it first came out, and I'm a Diablo fan as well, so it's a really cool crossover for me. I'm way more excited about this than the Berserk crossover and the World of Warcraft one before. I'm going to dip in the game and have a look at all of the new stuff that they've introduced in the game, the new gameplay changes and the new events and everything like that. So let's jump in. So before I begin this video, there is a promo code that you should go ahead and redeem in your account. This is Card Collect. So go ahead and redeem Card Collect on your account for some free loot, which is part of this event. This event is called Heroes of the Hearth. And let's take a look at some of the cool bits that we get. So Legendary Crest, Enchanted Battlefield Portal, the new Mana Flux 2-star Legendary Gem, and this Azure Serpent Frame. Let's head over to the event. So here we go. In the Events tab, you should see Heroes of the Hearth. Now it's pretty cool because you're going to get the music that's from the game as well. This is quite nostalgic. Let's have a look here. So complete the corresponding tasks on Hero of the Hearth. Quest page to earn Risk Ventures tokens, which can be used to unlock rewards from the event. Okay, so these challenges are going to be refreshed every Wednesday, so make sure you go ahead and do them. Card collection. So during the event, a new quest will unlock at 3 AM server time on the specified day. Complete any previous tasks to earn cards. After obtaining Hearthstone pack, different cards will be randomly drawn. Obtained cards can be found in the card collection and can be equipped in Heroes of Hearth matches. Heroes of the Hearth. During this event, different activities will be available at different times. You can add cards to your gameplay to experience different combinations. So it seems like in this crossover, they've done a lot more changes in the game that affect the gameplay compared to some of the previous crossovers. So that's why it's quite exciting. Let's start with the shop. So if we dip into there. Now there is a free draw for Moon Scion, so you should go ahead and grab this. Okay, here we go, Moon Scion, so very World of Warcraft looking of course. Players who acquire Moon Scion cosmetic set from the Phantom Market will also receive ephemeral treasures for a limited period of time. So let's take a look at some of the people. Oh, this is Game Zone, this Game Zone's got one here. So let's take a look, get some free loot. So yeah, GG's character's looking pretty cool there as a Demon Hunter. And let's take a look to see what some of these other ones look like. So this is what this Phantom Cosmetic is going to look like on all of the various different classes here. It's pretty cool that we landed on GZ straight away. So yeah, nice looking cosmetic. I quite like it. It's very bright, fun. I mean, it's not very Diablo themed, of course. It's not very Diablo-ish. But, you know, if you like that fantasy theme, if you like World of Warcraft, and this is Mal's character here, then yeah, if you like that kind of theme, this is definitely for you. Very bright, very colourful, very vibrant, very fantasy. So yeah, first draw is free. Let's go ahead and grab that. Rotten Luck. This might be a fun one to use in something like Elder Rifts when you get something rubbish, or Kions or something when you don't win. Yeah, might be quite fun. Let's just do 3 draws or something. Why not? So what do we get? So we get this Freed from Reason weapon, which I'll never use. Let's do another one. Earth weapon, Gloomran Rovers, and another one that I'll never use. Let's just do one more. Oh, Moon Scion's portal. So we actually got the portal for this particular event, Moon Scion. That's pretty cool. I like that one. So that can be viewed over here. So on the right hand side, you can see what you've actually won. You've got a tick next to it. So yeah, it's pretty cool that we got the portal for this event with those draws. That's only with 4 draws. Obviously, you got to do all of the draws to get the Phantom Cosmetic. And I'm not getting any more Phantom Cosmetics. There's only one Phantom Cosmetic that I've got in this game that I've actually bought since the game came out on launch. And that's the one I'm using at the moment. So let's go ahead and grab these. So I get this Festering Wound portal and I get the Arcane Advantage emote there. So yeah, that's the Moon Scion Phantom Market. If you do like this sort of theme and if you want to go for this Phantom Cosmetic, let's head back to the event tab. Okay, so we've had a look at what's in the shop, and yeah, you can get the Moon Scion's armor, Moon Scion's weapon, the portal, which we did get, and then this little Ragnaros familiar transmog. Let's go to the rewards tab. So by doing this event, you're going to get various rewards. This Risk Ventures token's only 160 orbs. It isn't much, and I would recommend going ahead and getting that one. You do get a legendary crest as well, so well worth getting. And over here on the right, there's this Core Rager, rewarded when unlocking any limited time bundles or eternal orbs in the shop. Even if you claim the cheapest item or even one of the free ones, I think you can go ahead and claim this. Let's have a look at the preview. So this is what your familiar is going to look like. So I'll probably swap out the Butcher one with this one just to celebrate this event. Looks quite cool, pretty smooth animation there and looks very fun. Let's go ahead and claim that. There we go. We've got that one, transmog, selected. So on the right hand side here you can see the previous one. I do like the Butchie one the best out of all of these. This one's not bad as well, and I really wasn't keen on this one. I haven't actually got Lil Ragnaros yet, but if I do go ahead and get this, I may equip it because that is pretty cool looking. Right, there's loads of rewards you can get by doing the various tasks, stuff like log in this week, defeat 50 monsters, defeat elite monsters, reach 30 kill streak, complete a challenge rift, elder rift. So just regular things that you usually do in the game. Make sure you go ahead and click the tasks tab to see what you can claim. So there we go. There's only one that I haven't got. Complete Enchanted Planes. I've still got to do that. Or win Trial of the Hearth. Rewards. Lots of nice rewards that you can go ahead and get. I've got the frame there. This is a cosmetic that you can go ahead and get. So I'm probably going to have to decide which one to go for. Probably the blue one. Just taking a look. Yeah, I'm going to go for that one. You get a free Mana Flux, so this is the 2-star legendary gem that they've introduced as part of this event. Definitely go ahead and claim that and try it out if you want. And then there's the Enchanted Battlefield portal. This looks really, really cool because you've got all of those cards flying in the portal. A really fun one to use whilst you're celebrating this event. 10 legendary crests, can't complain about that. And then you get some legendary gear. You get this sick burn emote. This is quite a fun one actually. And yeah, lots of other stuff. At the end you get to choose another cosmetic as well, so I'll decide which one I'm going to get there. Okay, now let's take a look at the gameplay tasks as part of Heroes of the Hearth. At the moment we've got Enchanted Planes unlocked, which is the fractured plane, but it's been revamped for this event, so I'm very much looking forward to dipping into that. And then we're going to get Trial of the Hearth, which is Trial of the Hordes, but with a twist. With this event, the cards are going to come into play. So as you play Enchanted Planes, you're going to unlock various cards, and that's where you can equip a starting buff here. At the moment I've got these 5 starting buffs, so you can see different cards: Flame Imp, Blessing of Wisdom, Backstab, Wind Fury and Swipe. So for example, if we select Flame Imp, you have a chance to summon an imp that throws a fireball at you and nearby enemies, dealing damage and applying burn. And this one, for example, you have a chance to gain Blessing of Wisdom, during which primary attacks will reduce the cooldown of other card effects. So take a look at the cards, have a read and decide what you want to go for. And then you've got gameplay drops. So I've only got the one card at the moment, Ancient of Lore. When you take damage, heal and reduce the cooldown of other cards. So I'm going to go ahead and equip that, and obviously I'll need to collect some more for the second slot. So pick your starting buff and pick your gameplay drops, and then go ahead and play Enchanted Planes. Have fun. I'm going to have a look at that soon and grab some of these rewards. So really exciting to see that. Rewards, you got Risk Ventures token that you need to build up, and we've got mana crystals as well, which are used to purchase cards and gain rewards during the Trial of the Hearth event. So that's the gameplay task we've got at the moment. And then we've got card collection. So this is where we go ahead and collect our cards, and you've got some tasks here, as you can see. And I need to use 1 mana crystal, complete Enchanted Planes, level 9, or Trial of the Hearth, and I also need to do level 12. But I've got some other rewards to claim, like complete a dungeon in a party, defeat a Helicary boss. So I've got Bash, deal damage to nearby enemies and gain a shield. Alright, let's claim this one. What we're going to get: Polymorph. You have a chance to transform nearby enemies into yaks, increasing their damage taken. Okay, that is a hilarious one. Now if you click on the cards tab, this is where you're going to see all of your cards that are collected. So there's 18, and I've got 8 out of 18 at the moment. So you can see the ones that you haven't got here, and it kind of shows you how much it costs to get them. And yeah, I enjoy the idea of collecting cards and stuff. I prefer physical cards, but it's pretty cool to have this in the game. I don't know how these cards are going to be kept when this event ends. I don't know if you're going to be able to keep some of them in some way as souvenirs. That would be pretty cool just to look back on the event. It would be a shame if everything was deleted, and it would be nice to have something in your inventory as like a memory for this event. But yeah, have a look at the cards, have a read through them. There's some really cool ones: Ice Block, Shadow Form, Lay on Hands, Preparation, Blade Storm, Snake Trap, Defile, Lightning Storm, Explosive Trap, and Holy Nova. At the top you can see some rewards that you can get. So Die Insect is an emoji. The next one we get a free Telluric Pearl, and then we get a legendary crest as well as you sort of rank up and collect more cards. And then we've got the Clash of Cards event as well. Make sure you have a look at this one and claim the rewards because they're really easy to get. You get free rare crests, free Telluric Pearls, free legendary crests, easy login rewards, and there's some tasks to complete as well. So make sure you go ahead and complete these tasks and then claim these rewards. Free loot, nothing to complain about there. And then we've got Blazing Minions. Click the corresponding button to go to the location that contains a familiar transmog. So you got Core Ranger and Lil Ragnaros. Core Ranger, it kind of shows you the tasks that you need to do to get Core Ranger, which are these tasks here. And as you keep progressing through the rewards, you'll get hold of it. Lil Ragnaros is the one that you can only get using these draws. So you need 8 draws. On the 8th draw, you will grab Lil Ragnaros, which is really tempting, but I'm going to try resist going for this one, to be honest. And then we've got Hearthstone card back. So this is a reward which they're giving us. When you've reached level 10 in Diablo Immortal, you can claim this exclusive card back, Sanctuary. So as I said, I've played Hearthstone before. I played it when it first came out, and I used to play it for, I think, a few years. I played it nearly every day. I was really enjoying the game. And my next video, I'm probably going to be logging into my old Hearthstone account and just seeing what's changed, what cards I had, maybe having a few games for some fun. And for those who don't know, as I said, it's a digital collectible card game by Blizzard Entertainment. It came out, I think, in 2014, and it's part of the Warcraft lore. It's a turn-based game, so you play one other opponent, and then you've got your deck, and they've got their deck, and you basically fight each other with your cards to see who comes out on top and wins. Okay, let's go ahead and check out Enchanted Planes. So let's head over to the Fractured Plane area and see what this is like, see what all the changes are like, how the cards affect the gameplay as well. Let's go ahead and equip a card in my starting buff. So you have a chance to transform, no, I don't want that one. Deal damage to nearby enemies and gain a shield. That one's not bad. You have a chance to gain Wind Fury, increasing your primary attack speed. That's pretty cool as well. You have a chance to summon an imp that throws fireballs at you. And okay, this one I'm tempted to go for because I am a necromancer. Your primary attack deals extra damage to the target enemy and damages other nearby enemies. Okay, that's really tempting. You have a chance to gain Blessing of Wisdom, during which primary attacks will reduce the cooldown of other card effects. Deal extra damage to undamaged enemies. You know, because I'm a necromancer, I'm going to go for Flame Imp and equip that one. Okay, so I've got my starting buff. I've got my gameplay drop card as well. Let's go in and try out Fractured Plane. So here we go. On the left, it's got the cards there. And what loadout do we have? Oh, a bit of a tricky one. We haven't got a summon loadout. We have Soulfire, Corpse Explosion, Bone Spikes, Bone Wall, and Bone Spirits. Okay, let's take a look at some of the rules before we jump in. Free trial. Once daily you may play without consuming crystals, using a predetermined combination of cards. Insufficient mana. You can select cards and enter gameplay without using mana. There is a chance that your selected Hearthstone card effects will trigger, but are not guaranteed. Auto select. You can auto select a random combination of cards you already own. Cards you do not own will not be selected. Okay, that makes sense. And before you enter for the first time, it says you have not equipped all your cards. I'm guessing that because I've got one slot spare in my gameplay cards. There will be no mana cost, but cards are not guaranteed to drop. Do you want to continue? Okay, let's go ahead and continue. Okay, let's have a look. So visibly there's no difference to the actual map. which is a bit disappointing. I was expecting them to have changed the map a little bit to be more Heroes of the Hearth themed, maybe a bit brighter. It's a bit disappointing that it looks exactly like Enchanted Planes, so I can't really see a difference. So that is a bit of a fail on their end. It's kind of a half job. They've introduced the card sort of aspect where the cards are going to actually make a difference to this mode, but they haven't made a difference to how it looks. What they could have done is what they kind of did with the Berserk event for Survivor's Bane, where they actually had something different happen during Survivor's Bane when the eclipse happens. So like all of this is exactly as usual. Like there's no difference here, to be honest, at all from normal Fractured Plane. So that is a bit disappointing, a bit rubbish. The music is even the same as well. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and keep playing through this Fractured Plane and get as far as I can and then see what rewards we get. It's a shame that it's not really been changed at all in terms of its design and look and even the music. So I won't bore you by making you watch me play through all of this. Let's see what rewards we get at the end. So one thing you will notice is when you get round to choosing a blessing, you'll have a chance to choose one of the buffs. So in this case, I've got Blade Storm as a buff. So when you do damage, a storm of blades surrounds you, dealing damage to nearby enemies and blocking projectiles. So I'm going to go ahead and select that buff, for example, and that buff will be active in this mode. So you can actually check that here. So if you click on the blessings area here, you can see that I've got Bash, where deal damage to nearby enemies and gain a shield, and I've also got Blade Storm. So you basically pick up these as you keep going through the different levels in the modified Fractured Plane for this event until you get to the end. Okay, so I've just completed all 12 floors of the Enchanted Plane. Yeah, it was fun, but in terms of the theme, I think it's quite disappointing that they didn't really change the music, the look, the enemies or anything like that. But at least they had the feature where you select these cards to take in, and that has some sort of gameplay effect when you are fighting enemies. So yeah, but overall I am a bit disappointed with what they've done with this. Let's go ahead and collect rewards. So for level 4, 8 and 12 you get rewards, so definitely go ahead and finish all 12 floors, and then at the end you get to sort of pick a random legendary gear here. So I'm not really bothered with what I get. There we go, I got some chest armor, which isn't that great. Now let's take a look at any of the new rewards which we got by doing all 12 floors. So let's go to card collection first. So I can claim this one here, and I missed what I got there. I got one of the cards and I just grabbed it. I was too hasty to get my Telluric Pearl. Maybe it will show me here which one I just got. I think I got Backstab. Deal extra damage to undamaged enemies. Okay, that's interesting. And yeah, I'm tempted to collect all 18 of these cards. We'll go to tasks. The other one I've got to do is use 1 mana crystal. I've got this one as well. Oh cool, so I've got Snake Trap. When you take damage, become immune and summon a Hellfire Deceiver. And then I've got Holy Nova as well. So pretty cool. I've got 2 of these new cards. Okay, now let's go to gameplay tasks and redeem our rewards. So I've got some rewards to claim here by doing 2 of those floors. And then if we go over to rewards here, let's claim some of these task rewards. There we go. So I've got 50 of those Risk Ventures tokens. So I've got 1046 of these tokens and 11 mana crystals. And I've got some more rewards to claim here. Complete level 9 of Enchanted Plane. Complete level 9 within 60 minutes with 3 resurrections. Complete level 9 within 50 minutes within 2 resurrections. Unfortunately, I didn't get these 2 last ones because I did get caught out towards the end, which was really annoying. But I will redo this Enchanted Plane to grab those rewards as well. Now one thing which is a bit confusing and a little bit misleading is when you do click on card collection and click on cards, and it will show you the cards which you don't have here, and on the top right it says mana crystals. So I've got 11 mana crystals which I use to purchase cards. Now if I want to say purchase this one, it says it costs 3 mana crystals, but there doesn't seem to be a way that I can purchase it here. All I can click on is get more, which takes me to use in Enchanted Planes. So yeah, it's weird that you can't just buy these cards here when you actually have the correct amount of mana crystals. But what you need to do is head over to the Fractured Plane and click on it. Select your starting buff, so let's try out Polymorph, and then equip your gameplay drops. You need 2 cards to equip here, so you need to wait until you get 2 cards. So I've got Snake Trap, and then I'm going to equip Ancient of Lore. Now when you enter Fractured Plane, it will say your current deck will cost 5 mana crystals. Do you want to enter? And that's how you will complete that task where it says use a mana crystal. So let's go ahead and enter. Okay, so it says your cards are active, and if I click on blessings there, I've got polymorph active. Now that's cost 5 mana crystals to enter here. All we're going to do now is play through Fractured Plane again. Okay, so as you can see, now my mana crystals has gone from 11 to 6 mana crystals. Let's go back to card collection now, and I've unlocked the use 1 mana crystal task there, and I can claim that reward. I have Ice Block and Lightning Storm cards now. So if I go back to my cards, I have 13 out of 18 cards. So basically you just need to keep collecting mana crystals, keep playing the Enchanted Plane, and then collect the remaining cards that you need in your deck if you want to collect all of them and have a full collection. I'm hoping to get all 18 cards. Now when I did use polymorph during that last run where I did another 12 rounds, this was really cool and really useful, so I'd recommend going in with polymorph because that was really fun. Just seeing the enemies turn into those yaks and then take increased damage. Now the other one which was really good was one which actually healed me, this one. When you take damage, heal and reduce the cooldown of other cards. Now this one was really useful because it meant that when I was in a sticky situation, I would just get healed, and that helps me kill some of the even tougher bosses like the Summoner, which I got twice, which was really annoying on my last run. And yeah, this made it really easy to get the resurrection rewards as well. So that's pretty much it for coverage of the Enchanted Plane. So yeah, I'm really glad that Diablo Immortal has got this Hearthstone crossover event. I'm a bit disappointed that the Fractured Plane looks exactly the same as it did. It would have been nice if it actually looked a little different and had different music as well. That would have been cool. But it is nice to see the sort of the card gameplay being introduced in the Fractured Plane. So that's quite fun. And yeah, loads of rewards to get as part of this event. Just grab as much as you can, and obviously try out Mana Flux as well. I will give it a go and see what I think about it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. In the next video, I will actually log into my old Hearthstone account and then have a bit of fun there. So thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Enjoy this event and crossover. Bye.